Hey everyone, we're back with more Mass Effect. We're exploring the planet Chaska now. It doesn't have too much in trash race. You can keep going even with your arms and legs and even your torso. But if you lose your head, on turn one, that's annoying. Yeah, I can understand that. 19. Okay, so we have 6. So 19 is not. Oh, 3. Okay, we're bringing Liara to Sony. All right. 8. We are bringing Rex. Rex and Liara together again. All right, what are we doing today? Oh, you got a whole bunch of points. Okay. So what are we working on with you? We're working on electronics. Barrier. What else do we work on? Let's work on getting singularity for her. Excuse me? Work on stasis. Increase the amount of damage barrier absorbs. Why? They misspelled barrier here. Allows you to use barrier for a longer duration than and more often. Rex has 1 point to put in, which I think we're throwing into barrier. Dice is rigged. Why do you say that? Alright, so let's head over to this anomaly first, I guess. Look at this. This planet looks the exact same as the one we were just on. I guess even in the universe, things can only have a limited scope of looks to them before they start repeating. X, what are your thoughts on the golden mean? That or BioWare just got really lazy. One of the two. The golden mean. Or the golden ratio. However you prefer to call it. Looks like we gotta go around the mountain. Slightly too steep for us to climb. Overshadows the silver ratio. Realistically, though, I assume you know what the gold mean is. I feel like that's a thing that would be in textbooks and shit, or engineering and that. Maybe not engineering. Maybe in physics more. I don't know how this is working, but all right, I'll take it. Why does it always put me out on the side that's far away from whatever I'm doing? Hey, it's a beryllium deposit. That was entirely by accident. I pushed the wrong button and got out of the way. Take it though.
Ready.
Never heard it called the ratio or mean? It was always ratio. Fair. I have heard it called both. But yeah, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's just people looking for it in places and finding it and being like, ah? Or do you think it's actually significant? A pattern to the universe? If you will. Oh. What is this?
Heading to position.
This Definitely looks like a... Yeah, it's a little pyramid. Ooh. My decryption skill is too low. That's super cool. What is this? I can run up it. Got veins on it. Huh. Nothing to explore in regards to the pyramid itself, it looks like, though. Top of the world. Protein data disk recovered. There are several small protein artifacts in the crate, including an intact protein data disk. It appears to be in excellent condition. It can't work. Oh, Lyra doesn't have any encryption or anything. X, what game are you planning on after you finish the labyrinth? We'll get out of here eventually, guys. Don't worry. It's all by design. Alright, I guess we're going this way first. Well, since we're here, we'll stop by and do this one first, I guess. You think it's no coincidence that it appears in different places in nature? A husk.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must have been transformed.
Alright.
Looks deserted.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Looks deserted, he says, after I just killed a whole bunch of fucking husks. Check out this place and see what's in here. This one first, I guess. Damn it, there's husks in here. I hate fighting husks.
Kill them all.
They're not moving. Very strange. There they go, now they're moving. What's hitting me? X, how do you feel about these husks? Oh, the deaths of more insects.
Perimeter
now.
secured.
Maybe Crystal Chronicles in a beta you had the privilege to test out? Ah, what beta? What beta? Tell us about it. Guys, join X for a boss fight. A assault rifle and heavy human onyx. Sludge canister. I'm a little confused as to why we have canisters in sludge here. Sword of the Necromancer, not because the Crypt of the Necrodancer. What's sort of the Necrodancer like? Is it an action RPG? Usually if it has the word Necromancer in it they have aspirations to Duelist Armor 7. We're jumping up to the 7s now. Means I can start clearing up my inventories of 4s and 5s. Description's too low for that one. Gotta accept, that's the dice roll. Aid station. We can't get in there. Alright. Yeah. I don't think sprinting actually does that. Doesn't look like I can. Yeah, just the loot area. A dungeon crawler action RPG with roguelike elements where you can revive your defeated enemies and make them fight alongside you. That sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Well, Lex, you'll have to keep us informed on it. So if you're allowed to take screenshots and such and post them on the Discord, please do. Are you gonna? Did you take part in the Avengers beta? I did not. Mostly because I didn't pre-order the game. And I didn't want to download it. And I usually don't play betas. I heard people complaining about how they didn't have access to a lot of or all the content in the Avengers beta, and were really pissed off about that. And it's like, it's a beta. Calm your shit, guys. Ah, okay, I see. That's strange for a beta. Usually they let you for betas, but not alphas. But hey, either way, let us know if you enjoyed the game at least. You can at least say if you liked what you saw, right? Not a fan of superhero games most of the time? I usually like superhero games. But Avengers is doing stuff that I'm not happy with as a customer, so I'm not too happy with it. Otherwise, the gameplay looks right up my alley and like the type of game that I would enjoy playing with friends. Fortunately, I also have a bunch of friends who would not be into the games that I'm into, so I likely would never have anyone to play it with. And I don't like playing with random people. You know me from FF14. I will either not raid or raid if I know the people involved. There's more husks in here, guys. Let's save our game. many of them. Rex was in the way. Alright, well. Too bad for us, I suppose. Alright. More points into tactical armor training. Barrier. They are, you. Barrier. Rex. All of us put points into barrier now. There we go. Use one meta gel. Usually when you take out the husks in an area, you usually get them all, because shooting one usually leads all of them after you, which is okay. It'd be really mobby, and like I said, those things are annoying to fight too, because they rip your shields off with EMPs, which leave you taking damage. Bit of a pain, but do about it. This is a science facility. Hey, I like raiding, I just don't like raiding with strangers. I don't have time to be dealing with strangers' attitudes. Can't decrypt that. And an exoskeleton. Unity at 5, Polaris 6. Way better, give me that. Ah, secure weapons lock. A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. So the Cerberus group, that's the first time we've heard anything about them. X, what do you think of the Cerberus group? I don't really do anything with this. Okay. We're gonna do the asteroid X-37 here next. At least we're gonna head into that area once we're done exploring this solar system. Minds of the God Eater world. Is that the name of service? God Eater is a series I really want to get into. I think I own one of them. Maybe God Eater 2? But I remember you telling me it was like anime Monster Hunter, which... It's on my list of games to play. There's a civilian structure over here. And these statuses are horrible at stabilizing. Okay. We haven't explored this one yet. Person's charred. Alright, last planet or building to explore on this place. This will look just like the first one we were in on this place.
Hostile contact.
Husks. Like I said, when you shoot one, they tend to all just like come after you. So, alright, so this area does look like the other area, at least in layout, but in what's inside the area, not so much. How do you feel about Godfall, X? I've been looking at stuff for that, and I see a lot of people like, ah, this looks boring, it looks bad, and I'm like, I don't know, this looks like a game I would enjoy. I think I'd have fun with this. Right? Me too! They're like, oh, it looks so ugly. I'm like, are we looking at the same game here? This looks like a game that I would love. Like, Godfall is one game for the PS5 I'm actually really looking forward to. Alright, we're gonna go through and get rid of some those two. We're gonna go through and get rid of some stuff now. So, start getting rid of. Keep the Ana 5. Stilettos are good. Whole bunch. Different sniper rifle. Probably upgrade. Seven's not gonna like it. Got a whole bunch of these. Amps are. We got a Prodigy amp. Yeah, huge cooldown button. Gemini amp, which is really crappy. Who the fuck would want to use that? Horrible. Alright, on here, we're gonna get rid of a bunch of these. Give an upgrade to stuff that Rex has. There's a faster way to clear out your inventory. I guess I could go sell all of them. Then I wouldn't have all this amazing amount of Omnigel. Which I might not have all this. Got all of these that we gotta get rid of. I don't know if that caps at 999, so we may have to just sell them stuff. Orange shops. Find out here. Caps at 999, so we're gonna have to start selling this stuff. Alright, I don't need an anti-thorium again. Okay. Or just start spending it and bypassing shit now, because there's no point in having it at this point. This is what I think I might do. So for the PS5, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Miles Morales, even though it's going to be a short game, most likely, which is a bit upsetting. Godfall. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Horizon Forbidden West, absolutely looking forward to that. Alright. Alright. let's take a look here. So that was that planet. We're gonna explore some other planets now. This one. Apo. A craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains, Apo is racked by constant geological activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones, and causing slips along transform faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity. Surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in a mute testament to the planet's instability. Some of you forget the name of? Yeah, that's fair. I forgot a lot of them too. Elapa. Elapa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with an unusual ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals of all known systems. Once full development of Chaska colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Elapa system, concentrated on the large icy moon of Coneria. Out of the PS5 games, though, X, which one are you most looking forward to? Supay has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals, brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Supay's icy surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the mass of water removed from the surface. Exogeny has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impact with jettisoned ship debris. Light metal survey. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of magnesium. That's it for the Maroon Sea. Let's head over to... Alright, here's what I'm gonna ask then. Do you guys want to go to Pinnacle Station or Asteroid 57 next? What do you guys think? Asteroid 57? Well, X57. It has X in the name. Asteroid. Ass. Alright, there's two things to explore here. So let's go to Utopia first, and then we'll go check out Asteroid. In the Exodus cluster. Arcadia. An unusually large terrestrial world, Arcadia has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful. Though several spectacular examples of colonial basalt formation offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Eden Prime. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon Mass Relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organized development. The population is house-based efficient arcologies that, I don't know why I'm having problems pronouncing that word. That tower and over thousands of kilometers of green fields and orchards. There you go. Population 3.7 million. Not bad. About the size of Canada. Zion. Zion is a hydrogen-helium gas giant even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopia system, it is the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime's power stations and spaceports. Zion has 112 satellites ranging from captured asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which has a large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. Hey guys, join X for a boss fight. Join X for boss fights. Xanadu and Nirvana. Nirvana has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water and ice and iron oxides, with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. Nirvana has a little of commercial science or scientific interest, though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s, all have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintains an automated ice cracking station, which is quietly stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. That's good, I guess. Xanadu. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and its lack of valuable resources leave it little to recommend it. Alright, so this is the solar system that Eden Prime, the very first planet we went to in the game, where we ran into Theron. That's where that was. Alright.